Well, this is exciting. Well, welcome all of you. Very exciting. This is a different interview than I've usually done. And for those that don't know me, my name is Cathy Tombaugh, and I run a website for parents who are concerned about their teens or young adults. So when you all reach out to me, I thought, well, this is going to be just really refreshing to see young people doing healthy things and trying to help others. And I think it's a great cause, and you're all so talented. So how wonderful that you're using your talents to help others. So I'm just going to go through this one very short paragraph. This is the Girl Pow-R is the freshest all-girl pop group of girls ages 11 to 16 who debuted their first original single, Chrissy, on November 24th. The single is accompanied by a full-length musical video shot entirely around the city of Toronto. So that's great. So in your own words, I'd love to have you tell me your story. So, and again, we mentioned if you could just mention your name and when you're talking, especially for this first question. And so what is Girl Pow-R, and why did you decide to try out for it? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Karina. I'm actually 18 years old, so our ages have changed a little bit since the original paragraph that you read out, because we continue to have birthdays. Gotten a little bit older, but I'm actually the oldest member of Girl Pow-R, and what made me decide to try out is the fact that I love to sing and dance and perform and act, and this gives me a platform for that. And we also have social causes, which is very different from anyone that I've ever seen in the music industry. I haven't seen anything like this, so that was something that made the group very appealing for me.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Who else? Anyone else want to chime in and say why they, Just, do you want me to just call on you, Ida? I'll just go around the circle.
Hi, my name's Ida Maria, and the reason why I wanted to try out for Girl Pow-R, because when I followed Girl Pow-R before I joined, because I really love Girl Pow-R and I love what they stand for all the time. And I was previously following them because I was really scared to go and try out, but I really love what Girl Pow-R stands for, which gave me the confidence to go and try out. And now I'm so happy to be part of this band. I love everything about it, and I've made so many new friends, which is amazing.
Oh, great. Okay. So Callista is, and I apologize if I'm not pronouncing your name. So is it Callista?
It's Callista, but that's okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Okay. I'm Callista, and I am 16 years old. I'm the second oldest. And I joined Girl Pow-R because one of the other girls that is in the group, she sent me this audition form that was on Facebook for Girl Pow-R, and then I looked into what it is, and I found out that there will be social causes and that we always are advocating for something, and we get to sing and dance. And I've never really gotten a chance to be in like a group setting where I sing, and so it became very a part of me, Girl Pow-R, and it's like helped me with singing, dancing, confidence, and I get to advocate for change in the world.
Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, good. Yes, go ahead. Chloe, you want to start?
So, hi, I'm Chloe, and I'm one of the youngest in the group. I'm 12, and I joined Girl Pow-R because I've always wanted to be in a girl band. And once I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw an ad, and it said like join Girl Pow-R, and I thought it was really cool because, like Calista, Ida, and Karina said, there's social causes, which makes Girl Pow-R really unique. So when I tried out for Girl Pow-R, I made it, and I really like it. We travel all over Canada, and I really love the girls, and I have so much fun performing.
Great, great. And who do we have left here? Yes, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ariel. I'm 13 years old, also one of the youngest in the group. I really love Girl Pow-R. So like Chloe, I saw a story, and it said, audition for Girl Pow-R now. And I was actually like a fan of Girl Pow-R before. I used to have friends in Girl Pow-R, and they were encouraging me to join, but I got too nervous. But then finally I got the courage to audition, and I made it.
Great, good, good, good. And finally we have Emma.
Yeah, so I think it was that they were performing in the city that I live in, at like a park that's really local to me. And so I watched them perform, and at the time I was really shy. like I didn't even want to like take a picture with them. I just didn't want to like dance or anything. My mom was like, come on, get up and dance, whatever. And I was just like really shy. I didn't want to do anything. But yeah, so I found them there, and then a friend of mine, Chrislyn, she was my friend like from singing. She had like her thing about Girl Power having auditions. So I auditioned, and we all got to meet each other, and it was really good because when we all met, we were all like instantly friends. It was really good. Yeah, so it was a great opportunity. And yeah, sorry, I forgot to say my name's Emma, and I'm 15.
Great. Okay, good. Well, it's nice that I like it too that there's this range of ages, because that's nice. It sort of touches kids in middle school all the way up to 18. So that's great, starting as an adult. So what training did you need to have? Were you all singers before? Was this something that you had been training in your past? Can you tell me a little bit about the training? And you could just jump in and yeah, go ahead.
So basically for Girl Power, we all have vocal coaches in Girl Power, but for a lot of us, we have vocal coaches outside of Girl Power that we have been training with. Through Girl Power, we also learned how to play instruments, or some people, they already knew how to play instruments. Like, for example, I know that I knew how to play the ukulele before I joined, but now I know how to play the guitar and the piano. And yeah, we also had to know how to like at least feel the beat so that we could learn how to dance. So yeah, it was a lot of singing, dancing, instruments. Those were the main 3 training things that we needed.
Good for you. Okay.
Before I joined Girl Power, I was doing a couple like singing competitions and like singing practices on my own. And then when I joined Girl Power, I was just doing like obviously group lessons of singing lessons and dance lessons. But I also continued doing singing lessons by myself, and I'm not the best dancer, so I was taking some dancing lessons, and we had to learn an instrument, so I picked the ukulele, and I've been taking a couple of ukulele lessons, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody else? Oh, go ahead.
So I took piano lessons since I was 4, so since Girl Power plays instruments, I thought it would be a really cool thing to audition, and also I sing and dance. I go to a performing arts school, so I thought that, oh wow, it's a perfect opportunity for me to be in it.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Yes.
I was just gonna say, because some of us competitive dancers, we have more experience with that kind of thing and that type of performing. We help each other out, and we like teach each other choreography, and we come up with dancers that we think will look good as a group, and we try to keep it so that everyone is able to pick it up. We don't go too fast. We go at everyone's pace.
Great. Okay, good. Okay, anything else? Any other thoughts? That's great. Yes, go ahead.
So when I joined Girl Power, I was already taking competitive dance classes, and I also took classical, like opera kind of singing lessons. I never really had like a pop class, but this year we have, like what Callista said, we have a singing coach, which allows us to help us with pop singing and helps us with all our original songs, give us like amazing diaphragm vocal warm-ups. So I learned a lot during pop music, because it was my first time kind of taking those kinds of classes for it.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, you girls sound so talented. That's really great. So you also, what I loved about the group is that you have a social cause, which to me is one of the things that, you know, you're going to be a role model for others, which I think is so important. So tell me about some of the social causes. I don't know if each of you have one that you particularly care about, if you want to just go around the group or however you want to do it. But yeah, let's hear about some of these social causes that you all care about and you're trying to support.
Well, my social cause is the Give and Restore Hope Children's Charity, and this cause donates supplies such as notebooks, pads of papers, pencil, pens, rulers, crayons, art papers, glues, erasers, like everything you need for like school and at home. And they started delivering the stuff in like tote bags and backpacks so the children can use them for school or when they're going out. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but they donate them to schools and to libraries. And this cause started in 2009, and they already helped 25 students, and they try to help 10 students a year. So if you have any books or unwanted supplies, you can message me on Instagram at Chloe period Mackenzie, and that's CHLOEE, and then period Mackenzie. And then you can also message them on Facebook at Give and Restore Hope Children's Charity, and then just mention my name, and you can go find them and donate them.
Okay. Okay, great. Karina, did you have one to start? Go ahead with you. Start with your cause.
So we each have our own social cause that we advocate for. So mine is Give Peace a Chance and Anti-War. And so basically I want to inspire people in their community to take part in things that they think will make a difference. And I always say it can start as small as like holding a door open for someone or even just smiling at a stranger. And then it can move into bigger things like donating to charities and things like that. One of the things that I've done is a cover of Imagine by John Lennon. And I love that song because it just has such a great message. And not only have I recorded this and posted it on social media, I also performed it at Youth Day Global. It was an event that was held in Toronto. And I also performed a speech as well for Give Peace a Chance. I talked and sang about my social cause. And then the one other thing that I did in 2017, I actually got Girl Pow-R an opportunity. It was a performance opportunity where I live. It was in my city, and it was called the Vision Youth Event, and it was a Hakuna Matata coffee house. So I don't know if you know, but Hakuna Matata actually means no worries. So I thought this was very fitting for my social cause because we want to inspire peace and relaxation, because the coffee house was geared towards teens at the time who were kind of feeling stressed and had a lot of anxiety because it was exam season. So we played our instruments and we just helped them feel relaxed in that time.
Great, wonderful. These are great. Who else has a cause? Let me hear about all of them. Go ahead. Whoever. Ida, is it Ida? Yeah.
Yes.
Jump in.
So my social cause is generalized anxiety disorder, and if you don't know generalized anxiety disorder, it's an uncontrollable worry about everything and anything. It can even take over your life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder when I was a really, really young girl, and I was about 5 years old. And let me tell you that you can still live a normal life even though you have this disorder. It might take a lot of confidence. It might take, you get panic attacks. You can get sick, which is what I used to feel like. But I want to show not only girls, not only boys, but everybody that you can still have fun. You can still go outside, and you don't have to worry about if someone's judging you or anything. Just learn that you can just be yourself and not to worry all the time.
Okay, great. And I know that does affect, I hear that from parents. It's a lot of the kids, not a lot, but some of them do have anxiety. It seems like it's a little bit more common these days. So that's great that you're taking, these causes are all wonderful. Okay, who's next? Who wants to share theirs? Kalisa,
So my social cause, it started as children's health and well-being and Sick Kids Versus, which is the child's hospital in Toronto. My sister, she was born with liver failure, so she had to be brought to Sick Kids, and she was there for the first month of her life, and if it weren't for the pediatricians, she wouldn't have gotten better and got to come home. And I believe that every child deserves to come home. And so I always donate to Sick Kids Versus, which is a charity. And I always promote healthy eating within kids. And since for the last couple of years, my social cause has evolved from not just that, but I also advocate for gender equality and for racial equality for all people. And yeah.
Great. Good for you. Well, I hope your sister gets better, and yeah, that's wonderful. And I know when you live these experiences as your family, it's so much part of who you are, and you want to make things better for others. So that's wonderful. Okay, Ariel. What is yours?
My social cause is the Heart and Stroke Foundation. The Heart and Stroke Foundation is a nonprofit organization that raises awareness for heart attacks, heart strokes, and more. I chose this social cause because my grandfather actually died from a heart attack, and I wanted to dedicate this to him. So I also walked for the Toronto Waterfront Marathon, and all the proceeds went to Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Great, good for you. Okay, and Emma, what's your
social cause is Food for Kids, and they're located in a lot of different locations, mostly like Hamilton, Niagara, Toronto region. And so they have a bunch of different locations. And so it's fighting child hunger in Ontario. So kids who don't have access to food or can't get enough food to to be healthy. So me and my mom volunteered in a summer program where we deliver to the houses every week. And there's another program, it's called the Red Backpack Program, and they make a lunch for the kids, and they give it to the kids at school who can't like get access to it. And so I just think it's really important because food is like very important in our lives, and it helps us to grow and it helps us to stay active.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, these causes are all wonderful. I mean, I'm so, it's so inspiring to see you girls doing this and starting at such a young age, that you care about other people. And some of you have had family experiences that have impacted you. And not only are you, trying to help your family, but you're realizing that you want to help other people who have the same same issues. So good for you. That's great. So do young people come to your concerts, and how do you feel like young people, I get the causes, it sounds like, are affecting young people. But how do you think you help other young people? Do you feel like you're an inspiration? Are you hearing from other young people about, the work that you're doing? How is that playing out for you? Yes. Karina?
So there are a lot of young people at our shows. One of the shows that comes to mind, actually 4 of the shows that comes to mind, is when we went on the Boys of Summer tour this past summer. It was actually in the US. So we went to Washington, Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. There are like so many teenagers there. Because it was a Boys of Summer tour, it was a lot of young girls that were in the audience. And so we basically gained like a huge following after that tour, because there were a lot of people going to each show. And afterwards, when we were going through our social media, we received tons of messages being like, oh, you girls are so inspiring. Like, we really appreciate everything you do. And I think that a lot of this is not only because of our posting about our social causes on social media, but also because of messages in our songs. And specifically, I think about our song, This Is Us. And in This Is Us, we talk about what our social causes are, and it introduces each of our social causes. And not only does it talk about our social causes, but it also talks about us, so it's like relatable to them.
Great. Okay, good. Go ahead, Ida.
So every Sunday, Girl Power on their Instagram and Facebook, on their social media accounts, we do an answer alley where 2 of the girls every week answer a question. So like, for example, be like, this girl is being really rude to me. How do I confront her about it? Because I don't want to hurt her feelings. So 2 of the girls will answer the questions, and also will ask comments down below, like comment down below what you would do if you were in this situation. And people would also comment down below. And again, what Karina said, they'll also DM Girl Power and ask us questions about our social causes. And they're really inspired, which is really like touching to me, because it makes me feel really good about myself that they feel like that we're inspiring them.
That is wonderful. It's good to know that you all are there and that people can look up to you. Chloe, did you want to add to that?
So like what Karina said, we have lots of kids who come to our shows. One show that comes to my mind, I think it's called The Fantastical. And what happened is there's like a lot of like stands, and it has like toys and like cookies and snacks, and also there's like performers, so like Girl Power sings, and there's also like musicians. And what Girl Power does is when we sing one of our songs, How Far I Go, all the kids come up on stage and they kind of like wave their hands at us, and it's really cute to get all the little kids getting involved, and we take photos with them and get our autograph signed, and they can also buy us shirts.
Good. Oh, that's great. And I was going to tell you too, I just was listening to that, This Is Us and Never Let Go on the front ones on your website. They're so great. I really like them. Very inspiring. Yeah. So how fun to be touring and having, impacting people. So what is one of the craziest things that's happened on the tour? Is there anything that comes to mind when you guys are traveling around that comes to mind that was just memorable? Yes.
So when I first joined Girl Power, is actually one of my first performances. We went to a rib fest in the summer, and I remember it was like 40 degrees and the sun was like really, really shining on us. And I remember that we had to do like 20 songs, I think. Like we had to do 20 songs, and it was really hot. Everybody was getting really tired because we also had to dance and make the audiences having fun as well, even though we're really tired and we were really hot. So we would only sing like 5 songs and like take a break. And I remember we had like water bottles. We had to like put down our back to make sure we were like cool, and we had to drink water after every song. But it was like actually really, really fun. I was really hot, but it was really, really fun. So
good. Yes.
So I remember this was in, I think, the 2nd year of Girl Power, and we're at a regular Rib Fest, and it wasn't too far from my my home. It was in a fairgrounds, and so there's people coming in, and then all of a sudden it gets all dark, and it starts raining super heavy, and it usually doesn't rain that heavy in like the middle of July, so we're all kind of confused, and we're scared that it's going to turn into a lightning storm, but it didn't. But the rain was so heavy that it started messing up with the tech. We were scared people were going to slip and fall off stage. We're scared that others were going, like in the audience, were going to get all wet, and they could have gotten sick. So they were trying to huddle underneath like the rib stands. And so we had to take a break from performing for like 10 minutes, and then we got back into it. But I didn't think that the weather could get so horrible.
It's a surprise for you, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I know those rainstorms. They'll hit at the, and I think sometimes in your area too, they'll probably come down and then you have sunshine. Here, we don't really have that so much, but I think in a lot of other parts of the country, yeah, it's just in the middle of the day, you'll have a big rainstorm. Okay, good. Anybody else have a, Emma?
Yeah, so I was also one of the other people who went on the Boys of Summer tour, and I just this isn't crazy. It's not like a bad thing, like weather or whatever. But yeah, that happened a lot of times. Like we had like rain, or like it was really hot that it was like too much to handle. But I just think that like the experience and everything, meeting so many people and being able to perform on stage, that's what I think is crazy to me. And it's crazy that like we've been nominated for awards, like that I'm only 15 years old and this is already happening. So yeah, that's what I think is.
Yes, you have. And I was going to ask you about that too. Anyone? Okay, go ahead. Ariel.
So the craziest thing that happened on tour, in my opinion, at a local festival, I think it was in Kitchener, and it was like a festival, so there were a lot of rides there. So me and my friends stayed there to have some fun, and then like it was like 2 hours after us performing, and then this girl came up to me. She was like, "Oh, are you from Girl Pow-R?" Like, yeah. And after she's like, "I really love your songs. They really touch me like a lot." And then after, oh my God, so cute. Like that was the craziest thing because it was hours we were performing. Up to me like that. It was like so cute.
That's fun. Okay, so speaking of awards, you did get the Juno nomination, was one of the ones that I think you mentioned. So tell me about that. How has that impacted you, and how is that, why was that so important to Girl Power to get that award? Karina?
So it was very important to Girl Power and very special to Girl Power that we were nominated for Children's Album of the Year at the Juno Awards. Not only is this just like amazing to us because the Juno Awards in Canada are like the Grammy Awards in the States, but also it was the first time that children were nominated in the Children's Album of the Year category, because in previous years it was adults who made children's music. So we felt very special to be making Juno history this year.
Oh, that's good. Good for you. Okay. So as we close, what do you hope people take away from your songs? What can you say to young people? You all, you're talented. You're trying to give back. It sounds like you really are knowing where you're headed in life. And what can you say to young people that are struggling, that do seem a little bit just having a harder time? Emma?
Yeah, our goal in Girl Power is to like inspire others and help them like go through like lots of young people go through like bullying or whatever, like the issues like sometimes in Answer Alley or whatever, just like questions that young people need to like know about and they need help with, and our goal is to help other people and help them. And our messages in our songs are always positive, and we're just trying to spread that positivity everywhere.
Oh, good. Okay. Yes. Chloe.
I really hope people get inspired from our music and from our accounts, especially like younger kids, teens, and adults. It's really important. And one of our original songs that really like show like a really a big impact is Stronger Than Yesterday. And it just talks about like being stronger than you were yesterday and just never give up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. I'll have to find that one and we'll get it out there. Is there a video on that one, Chloe?
Yeah, yes, there is.
I'll find that. Okay. Who else? Ariel, what do you feel? What's your message of hope for those children or young adults, young women, and probably young men too that, you know, are struggling a little bit?
So what I hope people take away from our songs is positive messages in our song. So like in another one of our songs, it's called Never Go, about like never letting go of your, and like don't people take the real you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. Who else can share? Just jump in, Karina.
So I hope that people can take away the message from Girl Power of being yourself. We really promote this message, and one song that comes to mind is our original song. It was our first original song called Chrissy, and we wrote this about a girl who was too worried about how she looked on the outside and everything about what her friends thought about her and bullies and things like that that you go through in middle school, high school, things like that. And she needed to realize that what was important was on the inside, because you need to be yourself, you need to be genuine, and that's how, you know, people will see who you truly are, and that's what is important.
Oh, great. Okay, good. Ida, do you want to add in, or who has not? Yeah, go ahead.
So all of our original songs also have very positive messages. All of them do. So I hope that all girls, not even girls, but everybody can just take, if they're dealing with some of these problems that one of our songs mentioned in, was like Chrissy or Stronger Than Yesterday, maybe they can just listen to it. And we also want to just spread that positivity to them, you know, give them the confidence, give them the strength that they can do anything they put their mind to, because that's what Girl Power is all about.
Oh, good. Well, anything else you want to add? This has been great, ladies. I really appreciate all the work that you're doing. I will definitely share this, and I know the parents that I work with will be passing this on to their children. And you know, it's just inspiring to see a group like this, and you're so unique. I mean, I don't know that there's anything quite like this in the States. So this is really great that you've put this together and that you're, you know, really working to help others and be a good role model. So wonderful. I thank you for all the work that you're doing. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by and taking time to talk with me today. And I wish you all the best in your tours. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.